You never saw us. And if he asks where we were never here and we're never coming back.
Got it. How annoying could one kid be?
Honey, I'm home!
I'm Joel Zwick. I am a BA from Brooklyn College in the television department in 1962. It was the first year there was a television department, I think. I think it was the first year they invented television, but great. And then I have a master's in theater from Brooklyn College in 1967. So I have both degrees. First thing I ever did professionally was done in New York at the Village Gate, 1968, a thing called McBird. It was a politically really questionable piece that basically took the play Macbeth and assumed that Lyndon Johnson had killed John F. Kennedy. That was the concept of this play. It was directed by another Brooklyn College graduate, Roy Levine, and he was my best friend, so I got a role in that and spent a year with McBird off-Broadway, which led me to La Mama, which led me to Greg Antonacci and Dance With Me, which got me on Broadway, got me a Tony nomination, which led me to Hollywood, where Greg Antonacci got there earlier than me and got me working in a sitcom he was doing at the time. And then it was from that point on, I was in Hollywood. I did my first 21 years, I did 525 situation comedies. Everything, I started, my first big show was Laverne and Shirley, went on to Mork and Mindy, followed that up with, in terms of notable things, Bosom Buddies with Tom Hanks. That was my show. And then I went on to, it was Full House, Perfect Strangers, Family Matters, Step by Step. I did the pilots of the Jamie Foxx Show, the Wayans Brothers, Parenthood. So I ran quite a long streak there and got out of TV about 12 years ago and was getting into independent film when I sent Tom Hanks a copy of a script I was working on, just wanted his input on it. And I also knew he had Playtone, where they were doing some producing, and I sent him the script. So he called me back and said, well, I just got this script, what is this about? And I said, well, I'm getting out of TV, Tom, finding that there may be cachet for me in the independent film market. And he said, oh, that's great news. I've got this movie I'm producing and I'd love you to direct it, My Big Fat Greek Wedding. How easy was that? That was unbelievable. I would have taken it if he asked me to direct the phone book. But of course I said, well, let me read the script and I'll take a look at it and see. I think that given the world today and the ability to basically make a movie if you wish to on your phone, you have no excuse not to just get out there, grab some friends. If you're not a writer, take a one-act play. Take something, a piece of literature that you think is great. Nobody's going to care that you don't have the rights to it at this particular point. Make your little movie. You can edit it on a Mac. You can do all kinds of amazing things. Those are the skill sets that you have to develop to be a movie maker, and you're lucky in your generation, they can do that. My generation couldn't do that. You couldn't just edit a film. You couldn't even shoot a film, for crying out loud. But this generation can do that, and if they're not doing that, there's somebody else who is doing it. And it's that person who is going to move forward and persevere. That person who's inventive enough to say, okay, let's make this little movie, guys. Come on out. We're going out to the beach this weekend, and I got a little camera here, and I'm going to shoot us a movie. Let's go. And that's what you got to do. Persistence and diligence and hard work and you know, just doing it. The more you do, the better you get. There's no question about that. People who are in the industry for years, everyone will tell you I'm better today than I was when I started out. But it's not important how good you are when you start out. The important thing is that you're doing it. You're just doing it. You can't second guess yourself. You can't just say, well, I don't think this is so good. I don't know if I want to do it. Ridiculous. You do it. That's my advice to people.